Okay, on the road trip today with Trish, and we're at Remainders Creative Reuse. It's been great. I picked up some vintage trims. Sort of reminds me of the sewing lair in Brisbane, and sewing baskets that are all over New South Wales. So I'm just giving you a bit of a run through. There's a bit of everything here, but down this section we found fabrics. A lot of these were knits, but on the other side were cottons. Some random things. Oh, did I go through this section? I've already been to the register, paid, and should be leaving, but I've doubled back. But we've had fun going through baskets and finding all sorts of bits and bobs. This is where we did really well. We saw some vintage fabrics in here. These are all the upholsteries. I saw those fabrics. This is my partner in crime here, Trish. I'm just filming for the YouTube gang. Yeah, I did look through the fat quarters.
Okay. You're ahead of me.
I've been through the register and I've turned around and come back. Fabrics. It's the way it has to be. So I picked up some really nice laces. I'll show you when I get a quiet moment back at the hotel of what I got, and then I can pack it away. See, this wall was really cool. I thought I was onto something. It was $1 US for 3 yards, but then everything I picked up had a yellow sticker, which I found out was $4 for 1 yard. So unfortunately it wasn't as hot as I thought. That's cute. Don't mind that. Dingle dangles are always good. Oh, now my phone cord is hanging in the way. Do we need some of this? It's hard to tell the design when it's got a clip. Let's have a look. I might get a little piece of that. So I should be heading to the car, but I'm not. Gaz and Carlos are outside in the car, being very patient. Okay, picked up some threads. These were a good deal. I went for, oh, now there's music. That one there. I bet that music's going to affect my recording for sure, so I'll probably go to a voiceover about now. Lots of threads. All right, guys. It's the music playing on the radios that jiggers me. I get all these warnings to say that I've breached copyright. All right, guys, I'll tune out. So there goes our ride, and literally we dived out the back seat of our car because look at this. We're now in the fashion fabric district, and I'll lift the camera up. Look, it goes for kilometers, and there's streets and streets of it. So we're in LA. Oh, look at these. Look at the trims. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's this sign over here that we spotted. That's what made us jump out of the car. Look. Fabrics from Italy. So we're going to head over there. And we passed a trim shop.
So which way do you want to go?
I don't know. Let's walk this way. Let's go this way. I don't know which way to go. So I'll just film a little bit for you guys to get a feel. Our husbands were like, oh my goodness. Like, boys, go and find a bar to sit in and have a cold drink. Gosh. Oh my goodness. Look at these fabrics. Wow, wow, wow. We need scissors. Look at all that in there.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know where I want to go. Let's just scope it out. What did you find? Oh my goodness. Everything's so sparkly. Trims were back this way. Oh my goodness. It's probably not quite our thing, but we saw a shop of trims. So I thought, let's start there. We can always use little bits of things. Oh boy. Well, look at that. If you were a wedding dress designer, oh gosh, they don't even have to stitch it. You can just buy it already done. Okay, look at the lace. Okay, I've lost my mate. No, she's found a remnants. What? She's found some. Quick, back we go. We're now running like frantic people. What did you find?
So these bins are $1 each, and this one is $2, and this is $1. And I just, like, you were saying, get scissors. They did it for us, so you can just.
It's all pearled.
I don't like that. This is interesting.
What's this here? That's pretty. I could use that. That's pretty.
For $1, you can find rustle through.
All right, guys, I need 2 hands to rustle through the bins. We'll then head up the footpath a bit further and find the trims that we saw, and we'll tune back in with you.
Yeah.
So, see you soon. Okay, we're back. We're feeling a little overwhelmed by it all. It's just kilometres of it. All right, in here, look at this lace wall. Oh, look at this. Look at that. I like that red there. Hello. Look at that with those roses down there. I like that one. Oh my goodness. The fur. We really need a plan. Yeah, that caught my eye. Isn't that beautiful? Imagine that worked into some pieces.
Yeah.
How much for a minimum cut is? Isn't that beautiful? Imagine those stitched onto a jacket.
Oh, jeez.
A denim jacket with all the roses on it.
Yep.
I think we need a piece. All right. Okay, guys, we've popped into this business. It's caught our eye. There's the business card. So for those of you in LA, you know where I am. And I just thought I'd run my camera over to some of these over here, these fabrics. They are gorgeous. I'll just give them the business card back. Let's just start here. Like, just embellished to the nth degree. And I know Dawn and I were chatting about how well some of her wedding fabrics took to some of her dyes. And I thought, you know what? We might be able to find a nice, interesting piece and then maybe have a play with some dyeing. Look at this. Look at that. This one here, down the bottom. Look at that. Talk about save your time beading. You could cut all sorts of elements out of that. Really wide widths. And most of them are a yard as a minimum. To be honest, we're looking for the remnants bins, which is where I found that piece here, which is just a little morsel of some bits and pieces. That's about the only thing we've got so far. But with the thought of maybe putting colour into these, I might be game to pick up a piece of 2 of these laces with flowers, and then we put some, oh look at that.
So these are
some remnants.
And here's
there's the fabric we were just admiring.
Yeah.
I was just telling everyone, Trish, that Dawn and I were chatting about how well her inks took to white wedding lace.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw her video.
Yeah, so we got the potential of maybe getting an interesting lace and then having a play with colours.
Letting Dawn take care of that for us.
Yeah, Dawn, are you listening? We're going to need a video to show us what you plan to do, because there's some really interesting pieces that we could potentially get all sorts of size flowers out. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Oh my goodness, look at that. Gosh, makes you want to get married again. Let's just make a big wedding production out of all of these fabrics. Oh my goodness. And then over this side, look at these. it's very lush, is what I'm going to say. Maybe not so much what we do. Look at these here. But talk about eye candy and colour combinations. Like, just looking at colours alone. Lots of ideas for combining fabrics and colours for our projects. Oh, they are all beautiful. Look at this. Chocolate, plum, burgundy with a hint of the blue. That's very pretty. And often the backs of these fabrics are stunning in themselves. Like, look at that. Alright guys, I'm going to stop the video now and have a good look, because I think I might be a little adventurous in this shop. Alright, talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, we've sort of walked to Main Street. Now we're turned to the right and we've just spotted this sign in the distance. So we thought, let's wander down here, because I think we're about to walk into trim heaven. Whether it's too glitzy. So many costumes would be made from these businesses. Oh my goodness. You need chain. I guess we have Hollywood nearby. So look at all of this. No, I don't need chain mesh, thanks. Oh boy, oh boy.
Look at that.
Might have to get a few morsels here, guys. Hello, how are you? Oh, goodness me. It's just rows and rows and rows. You can see where all the costume designers come. Look at this place. Oh, look at the laces. Here we go. Look. Oh my goodness. I found our row. Alright, I need to switch the camera off because this is our row. I just thought I'll grab the business cards. So for those of you who live in LA, you know where I am. There we go. And is the address
Take the business card
on the back. Definitely worth a look, guys, because that row of lace behind me, look at all that over there. All right, feathers. We don't need feathers. We'll go back to this lace. All right, I'm tuning out. Look at the crocheted. Oh my goodness. I saw something similar to that at Hobby Lobby, actually. All right, I've got to pause the video. Back in a moment, guys. Okay, now, I don't know where we are now, but we've come to, look at this, Rhinestone City. They're spinning under lights in there and they just look amazing. Just behind me, the business we just walked past was jewellery. So everything you'd need to make jewellery. Look at that. It's just sparkling.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Just beautiful. We've just sent a pin to the boys to find us because we've got no idea where we are now. We've detoured and turned and corsets. Everything you'd need to make corsets. This place is amazing. Someone tooting us. Is that our ride? Figured I'd just film as we wander. Okay. Oh, look at the beads. Look at the bead shop. It's just heaps and heaps and heaps of beads. Look at that, guys. Amazing, isn't it? That's just the bead factory. Heaps of it in there. Alright, I think I can see our ride. I better go. Okay, so we're just waiting now for the boys to come and pick us up, but I was across the road at the beads factory, if you're wondering where I was. Rhinestones, Planet Rhinestone, and now we've jumped to this side of the road so they can easily grab us, but look at the trims in that shop. Oh my goodness, directly opposite. Hello Pigeon. 815 Royal Trim. Look at the rhinestones. My goodness, incredible. I'm going to say goodbye, guys. I think that's the end of this day's adventures. So I'll catch you maybe back another time. Bye. Hi guys, our last day in LA. We fly out tomorrow, so we're going to do... Oh, there's a car coming. These cars coming on the wrong side of the road, I tell you. We want to go, Gaz. We're going to do the Warner Brothers studio tour this morning, and then we're thinking about going across to Rodeo Drive, have a look there, and find somewhere for lunch. So that's the plan. So here we go. I'm not sure how much I'll get to film in here. We did on Monday, our very first day, Universal Studios, but I didn't film much. There was sort of every seat I was sitting in, I was in the wrong spot to get all the good shots. So maybe today I'll get some footage for you. I'll pop a little bit of Universal Studios also at the end of this as well. A few photos I took of some of the cars, things like that. All right, see you later. Hi everyone. Okay, so I couldn't film as we went on the tour, as you could imagine, but the museums before and after I could. Betty Davis's phone number, Jack Warner's notebooks and his phone book were on display. So I'm just going to pan around this room and just show you some general photos and make the odd comment. Jack Warner, two other brothers, there's three of them. On the floor is printed an aerial shot of the film lot. Lots and lots of buildings which were sets as well as sound studios, plus offices, apartments, accommodation. It's huge. Absolutely huge. Phoebe's guitar from Friends. Friends, Big Bang Theory and Gilmore Girls seem to be the theme for the day. Lots and lots of movies filmed in and around these areas, but obviously these shows went for many, many years, so they're very proud of their shows, and they took us to a lot of the sets and sort of told us little bits and pieces about them. And then if there was a movie filmed or an older series like this coming up is Dallas, that's JR's Boots and Hat. If Dallas was filmed in the same studio that then later Friends, for example, came along in. So it was that type of information. That wasn't a true fact. That was just me giving you an idea. ER, I had to build everything they need for the ER series. So it was pretty cool having a bit of a look at all of these shows. I was a lot of Gilmore Girls information. There'll be photos at the end of lots of houses that the series was filmed at. I never really got into that series, so that was a little bit of lackluster for me. But I did enjoy Friends and also, in particular, Big Bang Theory. So the sets were really cool to see those. As they packed down those series, they kept some key pieces and have built little mini museums around all of those elements. So here we're in the Batman Gotham City sort of area. This is at the end of the tour where I come back out and into a Batman area. So very, very cool. I'm a bit of a Batman fan. Watched most of the movies a few times. Love the vehicles, like the cars were amazing. And in here we saw them. There's all the costumes. So third one in from the left is George Clooney, Val Kilmer, second one in from the left. They had all the names of them there, and I did get some photos, but it was interesting seeing the size of the actors, and that went for the costumes too, especially in the Friends, to see the size of the girls. They were just tiny. I know they were young back then, and just tiny, tiny girls. So it was quite interesting to see all the costumes. So behind this wall are the more Bat vehicles, which was awesome. Gaz loved it, as you can imagine. Some of these motorbikes that you'll see in a moment, those poor stuntmen, really dangerous looking. Yeah, very cool in here. We're allowed to film and take photos, and yeah, there was security everywhere, as you can imagine, because these would be very valuable to the Warner Brothers family. There's all the masks from a heap of the little Batman characters, old and newer. That was pretty neat. I hate to be stuck in them, mind you. A bit claustrophobic. motorbike. There's a couple more over in the corner that I'll go to in a moment. The famous bat light. Gaz has a small version of that in his man cave, like you have to, I guess. Very cool. And then I head over to the motorbikes. So when we get out of this section, there'll just be a series of photos of some of the places things happened when we were on the tour. We could take photos, we just couldn't film any of his audio as he was telling his stories. So much information to remember. I was quite impressed with the tour guide, actually, only a young fella. There was a Harry Potter section attached to this Batman, and I did take some photos and film, but I'm not a super Harry Potter fan, so I'll put the photos in there. There's some small little set things, replicas, but I don't know a lot about it, so yeah. Not a Superman fan, not an Aquaman fan. Do like Jason Momoa as an actor, but I don't know, I'm pretty picky when it comes to superheroes. I did enjoy Game of Thrones, so it was great to see some of the costumes. It's just a small tribute to the series here. They probably could do a lot more with that, but just a small little look at the costumes. It's funny how they look so luminous in the photos, but when you see them up front, it's not that way at all. Very cool. Okay, I think I'm going to start with photos next. It'll come to an end. There'll be a picture of Gaz standing in front of all of his mates. There we go. Big Bang Theory. So some of these photos are just the sets and their costumes. So Sheldon's outfit is there in the foreground. That's their lounge room. So if you're not a fan of all these shows, you could probably tune out now. We're nearly done. That's the canteen that they always have their lunch in. The elevator, there's always scenes in around them coming and going from those elevators. My Fair Lady, a collection of the costumes used in the filming of that. They were beautiful. Now, Friends, that's the opening scene, the couch. You sit on there and get a photo. This is a cafe they'd built at the end of the tour, so you could go and get a coffee. This is the set of Friends. So that's the cafe. Again, some of my mates. There was a working set, so there was trucks whizzing around everywhere. The houses used in so many films, it's just too much to remember. Most of these are Gilmore ones where we were. Front porches, steps from movies from back in the 50s right through to modern. They just paint them again. They're all fake. Fake, 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 fake. This is inside a hat that they constantly adjust. A house. I've got the flu, as you can hear. Typical when you travel. Up in the roof, there's no ceiling. I think we're coming to the end. Just a working set. Okay, finishing with a few pictures of vehicles from Universal Studios. Flintstones, Magnum PIs, Ferrari, Jaws, the prop, Bates Hotel. Didn't get a lot here. I was sort of in a position where I couldn't get the pictures. That's a plane crash from Tom Cruise's movie. All right, say goodbye. See you when I get to Dallas, Texas next. Bye.